Hi, this is Lou from Lou's Antiques and Collectibles, and we buy and sell stuff for our 2 antique booths and 2 antique malls. And today we're going to be going to, actually tomorrow we're going to be going to the Flat Rock Speedway sale in Flat Rock, Michigan. But today we're going to go to a few garage sales that they have ahead of time. Now this sale here that I'm showing you, this was the sale I went back to in the spring where it was $1 a bag of jewelry, and she had these big tubs full of jewelry. So you could fill up like a lunch bag. You can see the bags right there full of jewelry for $1. And she had quite a bit of new stuff. So this was pretty cool. So we got some stuff here. So these are the bags of jewelry that I got at that sale with all the pools full of jewelry for $1 a bag. And these bags, let me tell you, they are full. I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags. So I paid $6. And let me tell you, there's a lot of jewelry in here. Now nothing is spectacular by any means. Most of it's $1, $2 jewelry, and maybe even a little less. There is a couple pieces that might be a little bit more. So I'm just going to dump them out so you can see what I got. A lot of it I got for, I'm going to have a little treasure chest, I think, for the kids at the vintage show. So a lot of it I'm going to put for that. So I'm going to separate all this out. But there's one bag right there. Dump them out. Ooh, like this is nice. That's $5 all day. Now a little bit more. So I did get a few really nice things. Some of it's junk. Like these are just buttons she had in there. I grabbed those. Are craft buttons. For less than $1. Not even a quarter. Why not? You have that stuff in case you need it. Sometimes you find purses that need decorations on. And some of this stuff is Halloween jewelry, so I need to get it out like right now. So I'm just dumping it all out for you because it's funner that way. Look at all this stuff. $6. Can you believe it? I mean, who charges that? $6. And she has this twice a year. So I don't know if she buys it by the pallet. I'm not sure how she gets it, but check all this stuff out. My gosh. It's almost funny. It's going to take me all year to price all this stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is separate it out by the bracelets and necklaces and whatnot, just so you can kind of see what you got. Now this one, there's a nice pearl collar. So that's probably $5 or $6 right there. So I got my money back. So $6. What a find. Let's separate. So I separated the jewelry out that I got for $6, and Mutt has decided to take a nap in it. Good thing it's all in bags. Anyways, here's just the earrings. There is at least 100 pair of earrings, and there's some decent earrings in here. There's some Betty Boop earrings, and there's some rhinestone earrings and some pearl earrings, and not bad. This one even was really neat. This is from El Paco. That's an $8 pair of earrings right there. So this is going to be a big money maker for me. So a lot of this stuff is only $1, but a lot of it is more. So I can't. This is like the deal of the century. I mean, come on. This is crazy. I mean, these are really nice. Look how nice those are. So crazy. So that's just the earrings. There's more than 100 pair for sure. And over here, this is the necklaces that are like the smaller necklaces with the small chains. And up here, there's the other necklaces, and there's got to be at least 100 pieces. I mean, here's a copper apple right there. How cool is that? This looks interesting. This is going to take me a long time to go through. And here's our bracelets over here. So that's just part of it, and I have some more here to show you. But look at the jewelry we got for $6. Amazing. I mean, jeez, oh Pete. And here over here is the buttons and the pearl collar, and here's a little bookmarker. And I even got a little package of earring wires, which I do use from time to time. And let me show you what else I got. Here's some more items that I got, and that's the $6 for all those bags. I got a whole bunch of Halloween jewelry. I mean, nothing that's really spectacular, but pretty daggone cute. I probably put $1 or so a piece on these. These I thought were cool. They're little skulls. And these are little witch hat earrings. So those are kind of cool. And then here's a whole bunch of Christmas jewelry I got. Pins mainly, a few earrings. And here's all the other pins that I got. Just those pins alone. Just those pins alone would have cost more than $6. And then I got a little pile that I'm going to put in a treasure box for the kids at the vintage market. These are really cute little items. That one shouldn't be in there. But anyways, some little bracelets and some little kids necklaces and whatnot. So I'm going to put those in a pile there. So that'll be kind of cool. So, wow. Can you believe this? It is really fun when you find stuff like this. This is some of the jewelry, the junk jewelry. I got it from that sale by the Flat Rock Speedway, and supposedly this is all broken jewelry. I paid $20. I think it weighs 50 pounds. It is so heavy. So let's take a look at it. Mainly I bought this for the rhinestones. I have a lot of jewelry that needs to be repaired, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to get them all. And then what I'm not going to use, I'm going to go ahead and put in bag lots. Holy moly. I'm going to put in bag lots to sell to other people for craft jewelry. So I'm going to go through this and fish out what I want and get rid of the rest. So let's kind of separate this stuff out. So I went through that bag with all broken and goofed up jewelry, and actually found a few pieces over here that I can't find anything wrong with them. So that's okay. What I did is I kept the ones with the stones that I typically see missing. So I'm going to keep all these for myself. This will help me repair some jewelry in the future. So, and there's a lot of unusual colors, like this pink one. And I have a lot of bracelets that have some stuff like this. This is newer stuff. And here's like an older piece with some nice green stones in it. Mainly the colored stones are kind of hard to find. Like this one's got a lot of odd stones. That's actually a beautiful piece if it wasn't broken. But anyway, so I'm going to keep all this stuff for myself to put in my repair bag. And I actually have a lady, and I'm going to have to try to call her, that was looking for something to put a coin type thing she found. And this necklace I think will work. So hopefully I still have her on my phone and I can call her and let her know that. And then these 3 bags here, I am going to sell them for craft jewelry. And there is a gal at the vintage market show that makes jewelry with old pieces. And I'm first going to offer it to her because she's always been a great customer of mine. In fact, here's a little extra stone. And see if she wants them first. But I'll probably put like $8 a piece on these. I paid $20 for all of it. So I'll make $4, which is not a big, huge profit. But I mainly bought it for myself to get these stones, so I can get my stones in for free. So that's what I'm going to do. We're getting ready to go to the Flat Rock Speedway sale. It's put on by the Flat Rock Historical Society. And we go every year. It's twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. It's usually the first Sunday in October, and I want to say it's the first Sunday also in May. But anyways, you can look it up online to be sure. It starts at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we have to kind of get our stuff together tonight because we're going to be driving in the dark in the fall. So I just wanted to show you, this is the bag that I use for big flea markets. It's a rolling bag. I think I got it at a flea market. It holds a lot of stuff. So I always bring this bag to flea market, and I always bring plenty of newspaper to wrap up things. A lot of times people don't have bags or newspaper or any of that stuff, so you got to be prepared. And we'll see how we do. We went in the spring and it was quite a dud because the rain kind of killed it. So we're going to load this in the car and get a few things ready. So another thing I got to get ready, I got this in my car, is I have to get some backup batteries for this camera. So I have to get all that ready tonight, and then we'll be heading out in the morning. And it's going to be dark, so I don't know how well the footage will be, but we'll give it a try. So we're approaching the Speedway, and yes, I am not the only crazy one here. Look at all these cars. Oh my goodness, sometimes I wonder why I'm doing this. But anyways, it should be a lot of fun. And we got a lot of traffic already going in, and it's not even light out. So let's get a parking spot. Well, here's one of the lines going in. And it's pretty long. It goes all the way halfway to the road. And then we're going to go to this other line over here because this is usually where I like to go in. So like I said, all of us crazies are out here ready to go. Shop in the dark. So let's get in line. So here we go. We're finally going in, and the line was long, but not as long as normal. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. But then again, it is dark outside, and all of us fools are in line to go in. I don't know. A lot of them have flashlights. I didn't bring any. There is some decent lights throughout the flea market, but it's still pretty tough to see. But usually within about a half an hour, we can see pretty good. So here we all are going in, and I always like to go really early, mainly because of the parking. There's so many people that go to these shows that it's really difficult to even get a parking spot. So we were here bright and early before the sun is even up. That's the true effort of flea marketers. Wow, check out all these blowholds. Look at all these neat ornaments. We have some Christmas shows coming up here in the future, so I took a look at all these. And most of the stuff that I looked at that I didn't buy, it was either the items were damaged or they were too much money for me to make a profit on. I have to at least be able to triple what I pay for them to make some sort of a profit. So there was a lot of good stuff you're going to see, but some of it I couldn't pick up for that reason. But this flea market has a huge variety of things, from clothing to knickknacks to furniture to glassware, home decor, everything. It's my favorite lady.
Well, hi there.
Hi, how are you? I'm putting you on my YouTube. You're one of my favorite people. And this lady here is one of my favorites because her prices are so reasonable, and I always seem to find her, which is great. And I buy tons and tons of stuff from her. Not as much today, but in the past I've certainly got a lot of good stuff from her. So I always want to check out her booth, and you even have to look underneath the tables and really make sure you've looked at everything, because she's got stuff hidden all over the place. So here's some pottery and some ceramic ware and some china. That was a pretty reasonable price. I'm not sure why I didn't. Oh, there must have been a little chip on that. Yep. That's my signal for there's a chip on there. Beautiful decorated plates. Plates, unless you get them really reasonable, they don't sell really well. I sell a few of them, but it's just a single plate. It's kind of tough to sell. So I don't buy them unless they're like got a Victorian lady on them or something really extraordinary. But she had all kinds of kitchenware, new and old, and a big variety of things. And there's a lot of things that are older and antique, but they're kind of mixed in with everything else, so you really have to look. Cups and saucers is another thing. I do buy them on occasion, but I have to get them really reasonable. Otherwise, I can't make much of a profit on them. And this candlestick here is nice. That was only $1. So I did pick that one up. That's a nice piece. And it looks like it's all hand painted. So, and like I said, you've got to look underneath in her tables because you never know what you're going to find there. And there's a nice piece of elegant depression glass. So I definitely picked that up. I believe it's called Teardrop, but I'll look that up and put a little sign on there for you so you know. And here's some more depression glass, a variety of patterns. There were some candlesticks there that I haven't seen in a while, so those were really nice. I'm not always remembering all the patterns, but I certainly could look them up. And you'll be hearing about those in our upcoming depression glass video that I've been talking about forever and a day. And it is coming. We almost got it ready. So be patient with me, folks. It is coming. The holidays kind of messed us up a bit. So here's some spatulas and spoons and all kinds of kitchen stuff. I usually don't buy that kind of stuff unless it has a red handle on it, because that signifies that it's an older piece. And there's a little dollar box. And there's some forest green glassware. And lots of Christmassy stuff. This show is good to buy lots of Christmas stuff. I do have quite a bit this year, but I can always get more for next year and years to follow. This was a pretty good deal here. This was the forest green from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Collectible glass YouTube that we did. And there's a Ronald McDonald. I actually have a couple of those in my booth right now. They're pretty good sellers. Some of them are quite old. And here's some more jewelry, of course. Now this time I didn't pick up much jewelry. Usually this show I buy a lot of jewelry. But the prices were a little bit too high for me this time. So I was a little disappointed with the jewelry. But you know, you never know. Now the next show I could find all kinds of stuff. So it depends on the dealers and who ends up coming and what they bring. Because you never know what they're going to find. These necklaces were quite beautiful. Very nice. But a little bit too much money for me to make a profit on. For some reason, the plain rhinestone necklaces like that are not going as well as the colored ones. And look at all this cool Christmas. Oh, he is a nice Santa, but $15 is probably more what I would charge for them. So I loved all this Christmas stuff. It was good old Christmas stuff, but everything was a little too high for me. They were probably very similar to the prices that I would charge. And these trees here, super popular right now. I remember making this in the 70s when I was in 4-H. But they're super popular and they've gotten real pricey. But you know what? Even back in the day, they cost $20 to make. So there's a couple blue Fenton vases and some nice trains and cars. I'm not real familiar with trains. And the jewelry I had to check out, of course. Didn't see anything that interesting in there. And here's some ducks, wooden ducks. Some salt and pepper shakers and a creamer.
That.
Yeah, I got 65 for it.
I would have done it, yeah.
How much are your
You never
bags?
find them anymore.
Are they pieces, like broken stuff, or what are they?
The big ones are more beads.
Yes. Okay.
These here, they're a variety.
Yeah, like this guy looks like it's got a lot of earrings in there.
I buy them from a woman that cleans out houses.
Oh, nice.
So she bags them for me.
So are the little ones 10 too?
Yep.
Okay. Looks like an interesting one. It looks like a good time playing in that.
Yeah. They're fun.
Look
I
at
got a couple gals that do crafts and stuff that buy from me for, for years. Make Christmas trees and different things. And I was really shocked how many women
They do that.
craft with jewelry.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
This one looks kind of interesting. Kind of like a mystery bag. That one looks pretty good too. And here's some more jewelry that this lady had. She has lots of necklaces hanging. And like I said, there was a lot of good jewelry, but it was just a little bit too high for me to really buy much of to make a profit. And their prices were very similar to what I charge. So I didn't get much in that department today, which was a bit of a bummer because this is usually a really good sale for that. And here's some more earrings and some pins I took a look at. Nothing real spectacular. Older pieces, but nothing that I really caught my eye. This little boot was cool. This is actually Frankoma. I was looking in the bottom to see if it was marked, and it wasn't marked, but it is Frankoma. Nice piece. I've never seen that cowboy boot. So that one was a good one. I picked up on that one. It's very unusual, and actually it's already sold at the antique mall. Watch out your little beady ornaments. $5 a piece? Okay. Okay. That's fine. Time for a different strategy. We're going to go to the end here. Or usually it's more of a bargain area.
Hey, there she is.
Oh, hi. How are you?
I haven't seen you in a while. You've been behaving yourself?
Yes, I
That's
have.
good. Still buying and selling a little bit?
Yes, and I'm making a YouTube of all your stuff right now.
Oh, okay. There you go. Maybe there's something I can sell you then.
Yeah, that's right. Here's some nice old trucks and some Wizard of the Oz dolls. Quite collectible. I'm muddling in toys these days, although I don't know that much about it. And this looks like people that had stuff from a bin sale. All new items.
Funny, thank you.
It is. It looks good.
Really sweet.
It looks really good. Well, you put effort into it, you know. You should get recognized.
Got as much stuff.
Yes, absolutely. But it still looks good because you got the height in the middle. How much is your jewelry?
5 apiece.
5 apiece?
There might be some silver still on there.
Oh, gotcha.
And I do have silver in the car. I have a couple rings and stuff with me.
And how much would those be?
20.
20, okay.
They're the vintage silver.
Yeah.
I just have a few.
Yeah.
Thank you for looking.
Well, thank you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Texaco truck's cool. How much are your necklaces?
Oh, different prices.
Okay, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get an idea. Like, what do you charge for something like this?
I would do 10 on that one.
10. Okay, so I kind of know where you're about.
I totally understand.
The rings are beautiful. Yeah, you got very nice things.
Thank you.
Oh, you do like what I do. I color coordinate it. Put all the silver together.
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do that too. Oh, that's funny.
Good morning.
These are 2 for $3. I like this price.
I'm going to pick this over.
They're $2 each. They're
For kitties.
yeah.
Now, I almost bought those 2 last dolls I showed you, but luckily, a gentleman from the Maumee Antique Mall was there shopping. I thought they were Monster High dolls, but he pointed out that they were not. So even though it was a good deal, I didn't pick up on those because I don't know about the other dolls. I know the Monster High dolls are very popular, but I wasn't sure on those. And he actually collects Monster High dolls, so he had seen those earlier. So thank goodness he kind of saved me from that purchase, even though it was a good deal if you just had a child. So here's a nice piece of depression glass, patrician. And I passed on that. It was a little bit too expensive for me. And there's Fiesta right next to it. And nice painted plates. These was some pink depression glass. I'm not sure on the pattern on this one. It wasn't familiar to me. And this is a piece of Fenton. It's Fenton hobnail. It's milk glass. Nice piece. If you're going to buy milk glass, it's best to stick with Westmoreland and Fenton. This purse was too cool. I had to get this purse. I like that other one, other needlepoint one too, but I never paid $10 for a purse, but that purse was just cool, and I did end up going back and getting that purse. She had a lot of nice other things too. Love this one too. This one was beautiful for $6. Wow. And that tapestry, and yeah, I think I picked up on that pink piece. And down here on the bottom, if you take a look, that green piece of glassware there, that is depression glass also, and that's called Parrot. And it was only made for a couple of years, so it's amazing when you find some of these pieces. So back to that purse. Yes, that was mine. I had to buy that. I just thought it was too cool, and I haven't even put it out yet. I like it so much for myself, so it'll probably eventually hit them all, but it hasn't quite yet. It's still in my house, so it was in really good shape too. It was practically new. And here's some more paint-in dishes and some glassware and a big variety of things. Lots of little smalls. And this was a dollar table. Of course, you can't go wrong with the dollar table. You always got to check those out. You might find something cool in there. They did have some neat pictures. These blow molds were very nice, but a little too pricey for me to make a profit on. And here's some McDonald glasses and some Smurf glasses. Oh, that's a nice basket. There was such a big variety here. So many different things. You never know what you're going to find at this flea market. Anything from clothes to furniture to pictures to glassware, everything. You just got to go kind of with an open mind and see what you can find. There's a nice set of Pyrex. A little bit too much money for me, but nice. Beautiful jewelry. Didn't pick up on any of those things. Those folks were probably pricing things around the same that I do, or some of them even a little bit more. There's even a skull. And some nice glassware. And a big variety on this table. There's some art glass and some nice vintage ornaments. The vintage ornaments were pretty expensive at this show. They've gotten so popular. And I dug through this jewelry here. See if I could find anything good. Cute ring. And let's carouse down the table and see what other things they have. They have some more cars and some dolls. And even Elvis. And so we're going to move on down to the next row. And we have some cobalt glassware. And some red. And there's lots of different colors of glassware out there, but you got to know what is depression and what's not, because there's a lot of reproductions. We are back to this bin sale, and they had all these new items, and they were on different tables, and they were marked, like one table was $10, one table was $4, and so on and so forth. But a nice variety if you're looking for new things. This is so cute. This is my Hallmark Christmas watching blanket. Oh, God.
My mom had
Wow.
for one of those. I had to give her one.
Oh, heck yeah. That's funny. That's a great saying.
That's what I'm doing all month.
Yes, that's what a lot of people do all month. I'll tell you, these bin sales that people have, they're not necessarily that great for the antique mall, but I certainly buy a lot of stuff, even from those stores, for my own personal use. So they're a lot of fun because it's kind of like a treasure hunt. And you never know what you're going to find. So I always take a look through all this stuff to see if I think anything from my personal thing. And, oh, these are so cute. Who could I give these to? Wow. Look at those cute bibs. Don't really have a baby in our family, so I'm going to have to pass on those. But lots of just cute stuff. If you had little kids and all kinds of goodies for your house. This Pokemon shirt or bag was kind of cool. I have done well on some of this stuff at the antique mall. It's hard to believe Pokemon's really back in style. I remember it back when my kids were little, but I didn't realize that it made a resurgence and it's so popular again. So I do watch for that kind of stuff, especially at garage sales. The cards are quite valuable. The ones from the 90s are. So I should have kept all of ours. And here's some more jewelry here. $3 a piece for those pins. It's not a bad price. And tons of gloves. And I do sell gloves, the ones that are usually higher up to the elbow. I usually get about between $5 and $10 a piece on those, depending on how decorative they are. So this is part 1 of 2 episodes of the Flat Rock Speedway. So make sure you tune in for next week. And this is Lou from Lou's Antiques saying goodbye and see you again.